Well, what is today's video about? It's about saving money on your light bulbs. Here we've got a vanity right here above the sink. And do all those light bulbs look about the same? I'm not sure. On the video camera display, it looks about the same. But when we get it on YouTube, it might be slightly different. This bulb here is a 60 watt clear light bulb. This is a 40 watt clear light bulb. And these are CFL bulbs over here. This one is 13 watts. This one's 9 watts. These two bulbs are incandescent light bulbs. That's why there's so many watts. 60 watts. This is a 40 watt. 13, 9. And you know what? We're going to go with the 9s in here, mainly because if we have all these lit up with 9 volt, 9 watt light bulbs, CFLs, it's going to give plenty of light because we've got the mirror here and we also have other lights up in the ceiling. I'll turn those on here. See, got plenty of light in here. And that's why I'm going to change those. That's why I'm going to change those lights. But you see, right here, that's an incandescent light bulb right there. I'm sorry. That's a CFL. See how it's twizzled? See that one? It doesn't stick down very far because it's kind of a short, stubby one. And that's 13 watts. 13 watts here. 9 watts there. I'm going to try to find the 9 watts. Sometimes it's difficult to find the 9 watts at the store. But can you see how much money you're going to save? Especially if you're going to be in this room a lot. If you didn't change them at all, you have just regular light bulbs, 60 watt light bulbs, 6 times 4, 240 watts of power every time you turn the light switch on, as opposed to these are 9 times 4 is 36 watts. 36 watts instead of 240 watts. You see how much money you can save by doing that? And if you don't like CFL light bulbs, they're now going with LED light bulbs, but they cost a lot more, and you can get them with clear. I think you can get clear and cool warm white, which is kind of an off-white. I like the off-white. I don't like the bright daylight bulbs like in a bathroom or something. I like the kind of yellowish look, you know, like these here. So when you get your bulbs at the store, look for warm white if you're going to go with the CFLs. If you're going to go with LEDs, you can still go with warm white if you can find them. And those will be, I just cleaned this and I'm lining these up. These look pretty good now. I cleaned this whole thing here. It looks really nice, doesn't it? We had painters in here before, and I can see where they didn't get all the paint up on the wall here very well, and they had some overspray on the mirror, and so I took a razor blade and I cleaned the mirror off, and actually I took a sheetrock knife blade, a sharp one, and I just held that on my hands and I sprayed some Windex on there, wiped it off, and then I took that and just cleaned it all off. Took all these down, and that's why I came and decided on the light bulbs. I showed Moni on this, and she also decided we're going to go with those right there. So, you know, think about it next time you want to save some money. And here's something else I'm probably going to end up doing later. These floodlights up here, I think these are 60 watts. I'll have to get up there and look. But I'm going to make a different video of that and decide what I'm going to do with those, because I think I want to save some money on those. Because see all these up here in the ceiling. I think all of these are 60 watt. Now, again, it also depends how often are you going to have your lights on. If you don't have them on very often, maybe you just keep them the way they are. But if you want to save some money and know that every time you turn these lights on, you're saving money, go to the store, take a floodlight out, and go to the store and see what sort of options they have in LED bulbs now, or the CFLs. They have a CFL, the Twizzler thing, but inside a bulb, kind of like this, so it's up inside, so it still looks like a flood, a spotlight like this. Those are called, these are floodlights actually. Okay, so look at that, and also look at the LEDs. The LEDs are going to cost you a little bit more. They always seem to do, because those are the more energy efficient ones. They also don't burn hot. So if, depending how many lights you have in your room, maybe you don't want it as hot to the touch for those bulbs and stuff. But anyways, that's all I was going to do with this video on showing you, giving you some different options on your light bulbs in the bathroom. Save that money. That's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. What are we going to talk about next time? We might talk about these door hinges, what I'm going to do with those. And why am I going to do anything with those? Well, I'll talk to you about that next time. Look for it on my channel.